Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here. Welcome to completed episode number 81. In today's video, we are taking a look at Absolute Drift Zen Edition. If you're new to the series, the completed series is a series where we take a look at a game that I recently completed. I tell you guys about the achievements and whether or not I enjoyed my time with it. If you'd like to check out previous episodes, feel free to click the link in the description. Now, Absolute Drift has been previously available on Steam and on PS4, but is releasing on August 25th, 2017 on the Xbox One. I got the chance to start it a little bit early on August 18th, finishing it on August 21st on stream, which is approximately half a week. During that half a week, I played personally for about 11 hours. And I think most people, if they have the skill, will complete this game in approximately 10 to 15 hours in order to grab all 20 of the achievements. Now, the last thing I got completed was called the Completionist, which is for completing all of the event challenges in the game. Now, as you can tell by the gameplay on screen, this is a game where you drift a car around certain tracks, and there's different types of events. There's drifting events, Drift-Kana events, mountain drifts, midnight drifts. There's a free roam mode where you have to progress through multiple worlds in order to progress through the actual game itself. A little bit of like a career mode. So every event also has 5 challenges, and you have to complete all 5 of those challenges. And that's going to be the hardest part of the game, is completing all of those challenges for all of the tracks. And there are a couple in particular that will really give a lot of people trouble for getting perfect drifts and stuff. Now, on the screen, you'll see how the gameplay works. You're going to be drifting around these closed courses or through these mountain courses. You can also get perfect turns. You can drift close to cones. There are donut zones as well as spin zones. And all of these blocks you can smash. And these are all the ways that you can acquire points. But the basic premise is that you're going to want to be drifting around most corners. That will build your score and your combo. You want to make sure to be clean around corners, because if you hit any walls, you will break that chain and break that combo, and you will still score it, but obviously you want to keep continuing it in order to get the biggest multiplier and the most score you can out of every drift. Now, for achievement difficulty, what I'm going to give the game is a 5 out of 10. It's one of those easy to pick up and play but hard to master games, but becoming a master in the game isn't incredibly hard in my opinion. You do have to get quite good. You do have to learn how the cars handle, the different types of drift you can pull, and you have to get perfect on some harder tracks. But the ceiling isn't as high as it could be. In comparison to games like Trials Fusion, I would say it's a little bit easier than that in terms of completing some of the extreme tracks. The list will require you to complete all the event challenges like we were talking about earlier. You have to complete the free roam / career mode. And then you'll have to do a couple of miscellaneous tasks like a 10-second drift. You have to score 2 million points in a single level, and then do some other stuff which is generally pretty easy in comparison to that. So there's nothing really crazy about the list. You just need to make sure you have enough skill to complete all the challenges. And as I said, a lot of the challenges are pretty easy, but there are a couple that will give you trouble, most likely. Now, on top of that, the game's actually really fun, and for the fun factor, I'm going to give it a 8 out of 10. You guys know that I love the easy to play, hard to master games. You guys know that I love games like Trials and Rocket League, and this kind of scratches that itch for me. It's one of those games where you might start off, get incredibly frustrated, and feel like you have no idea what you're doing. But as you put the time in, as you practice, you really get a handle of the car, and you really feel like you're pulling off some crazy moves around corners. It's a game that's also based in the actual physics, so once you kind of learn the controls, you can manipulate your car in different ways, and all of that is based on the game itself, and not based on like an upgrade tree or a skill tree or progressing through the game. You just naturally get better and naturally learn how those physics work in order to get better at the game. I found that I kept wanting to come back to this game. I found that I kept wanting to get better at the game, and I found that I had a lot of drive to finish the game, which is something that if it was really difficult, usually I would probably just put it off. So for those reasons, we're going to give the fun factor an 8 out of 10, and I would recommend it for people who think they might like this type of game. Also, if you need Xbox Live credit to buy this game, I've included an Amazon purchase link. I've included the Xbox Live store page if you guys want to check it out. I don't believe the game is too expensive. I've included the True Achievements game page as well as the Xbox Achievements forum page. There will probably be some helpful tips for you there if you're looking to complete the game for yourself. Special thanks to DarthDave89 for supporting the show on Patreon, and thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I see you next time. Peace.